Hey there, everyone. That sexy nerd is back again. And we're doing this overanalyzing Avatar for the Siege of the North. Now, I'm doing this and the last one, and then we're done for skipping over these episodes and everything. So, yeah, these are great. I want to see. I always love this finale. As I said in the last episode, I always thought that this finale was also really good too, and I think it's actually supremely underrated. Yes, there are a lot of really good episodes, and I know season 2 is like the end all be all for most fans, but I honestly like season 3 a little bit more. But anyway, yeah, the first season is a little slow, but it's still establishing the world, and it still had enough intrigue and everything to bring us coming back for more. As I said in the last episode, it had just all the great makings, just like we all knew something great was just happening in this show. So without further ado, let's just get into the episode, and please smash that like button if you want to see more sexy and nerdy content, and subscribe if you think I deserve it. And let's do this thing, y'all.
So in the establishing shot for this episode, there's a giant gash in the ice wall, and to me this looks like the outer wall. Good thing Zuko or the Fire Nation didn't find out about the 100-foot hole in your wall, guys.
But that's over on the other side. They can't get over on the other side on... Oh. Okay, fine. They wouldn't probably have been able to see that gash in the hole, that gash in the wall, unless they had breached the ice. So, or at least they had gotten close enough to see it. So, they wouldn't have known anyway, and there's no way to go around the city, so not really useful.
Immediately we can see a visual improvement with Katara. We know that waterbenders make their defense their offense, but Katara hadn't learned that yet. In her fight with Pakku, she would block moves head on, or simply take the hit. Right here we get to see her apply a more skillful form of defense.
You've advanced more quickly than any student I've ever trained. You have proven that with fierce determination, passion, and hard work, you can accomplish anything.
I always just loved that juxtaposed from the last episode and how much more respect he has for her. I always loved that. I always did. And it's really sad, too, that he just treats Sokka like a piece of crap after this, man. Like, have you noticed that? Like, Pakku is just the worst to Sokka for no reason whatsoever.
Raw talent alone is not enough.
This feels right. Katara overtakes Aang in skill through pure dedication. Super cool that can feel organic just by how well we know the characters.
Sokka, this is wrong.
I love
What's
Sokka.
wrong? We're taking a walk.
I'm engaged.
Did you notice Sokka having that smile over there? He's like, yo, how you doing, baby? You touching me. You want me. I love that little energy he has.
It just feels...
What's going on with you? What are you talking about?
I can't believe you do this every day.
Yeah, we pretty much live up here.
Is it always this cold in the sky?
Yue, come on, man. I'm getting some serious mixed signals from you right now. Why can't you be like Meng? Why can't you just stand behind a barrel and be reasonable? These black snow shots are really cool. It shows us the scale from both sides of the upcoming battle. It reminds us of the size of the Northern Water Tribe, but as Sokka puts it...
From the looks of this stuff, I'd say there's a lot of them.
Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, Yui's actually annoying.
History is not always kind to its subjects.
This will be nothing like your legendary failure at Ba Sing Se.
I hope not, for your sake.
Iroh has never really felt tortured about losing at Ba Sing Se, only his son's death. So this conversation takes on a bit more of a somber tone, knowing that that's what Iroh's referencing.
Do you have a plan?
I'm working on it, Uncle.
Are you? We'll see about that.
What's wrong? We have to go.
No, Sokka, wait. I can't see you anymore. Not at all.
I really wish we just got one more episode in the North Pole, so we could spend more time with Yue specifically. She seems so flippy-floppy, and I feel like if we had a little bit more time with her, flippy-floppy could feel more like torn between love and duty. Does this guy just have a fish hook on his hat right now?
It is with great sadness I call my family here before me, knowing well that some of these faces are about to vanish from our tribe.
Classic characters such as Pakku, Yue, and punchable face water tribesman 37.
I'm going to need volunteers for a dangerous mission.
Count me in.
I do like this moment since Sokka snaps to attention, but no one else announces verbally that they're in. So that's kind of the thing that I would look back on personally and be like, man, I look like such a jackass there. So we've got Mark of the Brave, Mark of the Wise, Mark of the Trusted, and Mark of the probably gonna be a closed casket type deal for you.
I wasn't there when the Fire Nation attacked my people. I'm gonna make a difference this time.
That's right, Aang. I have a feeling he was sitting here thinking about Gyatso, thinking about his friends. Zach Tyler doesn't get enough credit for his voice acting of Aang.
Seriously.
So many times he hits the scene just right, just like right here. Here's the shot from the end of the intro. Pretty sure no one missed that. It's pretty interesting that it's on the shot where Katara says,
But I believe Aang can save the world.
and it's right before he's gonna have to save the world. Hey, check it out. I was wrong about the face paint being only a Sokka thing. These guys have some too, even though you only see them for a split second and in the background once or twice more. Does this make a lot of sense from the Fire Nation? This is obviously a scout ship, so would a scout ship just go head on into battle without any backup? This seems like straight up suicide to me. Like, as of right now, there is no backup within visual distance. These guys are doomed. Aang gets creative as hell taking these things out. I love it. And if you think about it, this might be the first time Aang has ever really gone forward towards a fight. It's a defensive action since he's defending the Water Tribe, but he went out there and took the fight to them for once, playing off his I'm gonna make a difference this time line. Notice this mini boss guy's haircut? He's kind of got the same bald with ponytail look as Zuko does. You think he got exiled too? If you really look at his weird chain hammers, you can see that there's blades on top. I can't believe this shit.
What the hell?
This man is dead. Appa killed the man.
He did not. He just dropped him in the water.
Oh look, they did episode 1. In this one split second shot, you can see some soldiers got caught up in the ice platform maneuver or whatever. You guys just gonna leave them there?
Yeah.
I count 124 ships, plus the one the team just messed up, that's 125. What, I'm allowed to count things? I might count all the rocks at the secret tunnel next season. I don't need to have an extra point. 125 ships. Hey, what the fuck? What's happening? Who are you?
Okay, if I may, Hello Future Me here, I gotta interrupt to talk about a moment that I really like in this episode, and that's when Aang goes out to fight the Fire Nation fleet, destroys a ship, and then only realizes, oh boy, there's a whole navy here, and he collapses and he goes, I can't do this, guys. I'm just one kid. And I really like that because it humanizes Aang in a way that a lot of shows wouldn't. A lot of shows would go to the hero and go, you're not just one kid, you're the Avatar, you can do it, friendship. And then the hero would be like, what? Well, you didn't say that before. And then they win, because, they can. But Avatar doesn't do that. Aang doesn't turn around and go, you know what, you're right, I'm not just one kid, I am the Avatar, and beat the entire Fire Nation fleet. It actually understands, that, hey, some things are bigger than you, and that's okay. You don't need to do this on your own. It also plays into Aang's arc, that struggle of needing to live up to these expectations that everyone has of him and always feeling like he falls short. It's a nice beat for that story.
Right.
But it's also kind of a moment of subtle world building, we might call it, because being the Avatar is never about being the most powerful chess piece on the board. So seeing Aang, realize that he is the Avatar and use that power to destroy the Fire Nation fleet on his own, it would, I think, kind of undermine that messaging. And it would also be a lot less unique, because we have a lot of stories where the main character is just the most powerful piece on the chessboard. They have a special power that is just being the biggest, beefiest thing. And in Avatar, the real strength or the real role of the Avatar is communing with the spirit world. It's building bridges between humanity and nature, humanity and the spirits. Which is why it's nice that Aang's role in these episodes isn't just destroying the Fire Nation Navy. It's more about him communing with the spirit world, reaching out to these ancient spirits and joining with them, with the ocean spirit. It's about him embodying those values of what it means to be the Avatar, which I think is much more of the struggle in these episodes than it is just him becoming the biggest chess piece on the board. I apologize for taking over the video. I will leave it back with you.
How'd he do that? Am I on fucking open Wi-Fi? What happened?
Fire Navy uniforms don't look like that.
Of course they do. These are real uniforms captured from actual Fire Navy soldiers.
When, like 100 years ago?
85.
Oh, I gotta talk about uniforms now, don't I? Okay, so they captured the uniforms 85 years ago, right? But we're shown in the intro that the firebender uniforms haven't changed for 100 years or more.
Yeah,
now,
so
the
what?
non-firebending Fire Nation soldiers usually wear this other uniform with no mask. But if it's been 100 years, I think it would be reasonable that...
How do we know we can trust this guy? Such bold talk for a new recruit.
Once again, I wish we had another episode in the North Pole for the UA stuff. We could have fleshed out Han so he doesn't seem like such a cartoon character. Or we could have gone in the complete opposite direction and made him even more hateable with the extra time. I think both would have been positives.
Stop those fireballs!
Oh my god, it took 9 of you to stop one with the fireballs? There's 100+ ships out there, boys. You're fucked. You're like nitro fucked.
As your military consultant, I must advise you to halt your attack. The waterbenders draw their power from the moon.
Oh, okay.
You should wait and resume the attack at daybreak.
Oh, I'm well aware of the moon problem, and I am working on a solution.
Man, they really sell the full moon thing being an enormous power boost. I guess it is looking forward, but I feel like you could just lob fireballs from full court like you've been doing and just win.
I'm sorry. I just nag you because, well, ever since I lost my son,
Uncle, you don't have to say it.
I think of you as my own.
It's hard to believe, but this is the first time we ever hear Iroh mention Lieutenant. It's hard to not think it's told you earlier in the show, since so many of Iroh's actions are clearly influenced by that loss. On top of that, this is just a great scene. You can really feel for these two, who are supposed to be the bad guys. They've gone through a lot of the same journey that the gang did, and now we have new context to their relationship. Moving stuff. Wait, hold on. Are you wearing a betrothal necklace too? Is that how that works? Wait, hold on again. Is that a woman warrior? Is that alright? Paku, can I get a ruling on this?
No.
So just to be clear, Zuko's plan was absolutely just kayak to the wall and then improvise. That is suicide almost. I guess Sokka fell in last episode and it wasn't a big deal, so I guess it's kind of set up.
The Avatar is the bridge between our world and the spirit world. Aang can talk to them.
Maybe they'll give you the wisdom to win this battle.
Or maybe they'll unleash a crazy amazing spirit attack on the Fire Nation.
Well...
Wait, hold on. Aang's right here. That is what happened.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah! It's weird big face Aang. The only true counter to him is weird small face Aang from season 3. There's an alternate reality where Momo eats the ocean spirit and becomes ocean god Momo. Why are you sharpening your boomerang and Gollum stance, you weirdo?
I want you to guard my daughter, Princess Yue.
There might be some sort of symbolism here, but I just can't figure it out.
Is he okay? He's crossing into the spirit world. He'll be fine as long as we don't move his body.
Will he? How do you know that? The only time Aang went into spirit form, you weren't around. And his tattoos didn't even glow that time. I don't know, Katara. We're in the Wild West right now. Anything could happen.
Well, aren't you a big girl now?
No.
Yes.
Alright, so Zuko's plan was kayak up to the wall, improvise, and then just stumble on Aang. In the background here, you can actually see Yue run off as she goes to find Sokka. I like that in this fight, Zuko's normal firebending seems a lot smaller and weaker than usual. Probably due to both the frigid environment and it being nighttime. Like, they're noticeably smaller. It's cool. Alright, you get away with a lot of these water attacks maybe coming from the Spirit Oasis, Katara, but these ones not so much. I don't think you have enough room for all that in your water skin, and I don't think you're on that Hama level shit yet. So where's this water coming from? Oh hey, it's the same move she used on Sangok at the start of the episode. Neat. This has always kind of weirded me out. So bending can be blocked by bending, and the like properties of that bending is blocked, right? Like Katara wasn't burned or anything here, so she blocked it. But it seems like despite her blocking it, there's still some extra concussive force behind it, since she gets thrown back. It happens a few other times too, and I always find it weird. Alright, so Zuko's plan was kayak up to the wall, improvise, stumble onto Aang, and then walk to the Fire Nation? This episode's good. It's hard to talk about in length without the second part though, so I'm gonna leave most of the discussion about it until the next video.
Yeah, honestly, it really is hard to talk about, like, without even the next episode. So, I think I'll save my thoughts for the next episode. But, anyway, join me for the next episode, and please smash that like button if you want to see more sexy and nerdy content, and subscribe if you think I deserve it. And I'll see you on the next episode.